I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California's sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Kevin Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescifcenter.com.
I'm coming to y'all live from the man cave today because the heat. What's happening? What it do? What's up, everybody? We in this thing like a wedgie, baby. It's Wednesday, hump day, and it's time to holla at the homie today. And we coming to you live from the man cave, like I said, because the heat got the situation at the station going. When it's hot as a camel's ass outside, man, it's hard for anybody to be able to maintain the fiber optics, any type of optics and stuff like that. So we coming to you straight from the crib today. And, you know, that's how it be in this thing. So what up, y'all? We in here. We talking. It's like we do each and every Wednesday. What's up, Jorge? Good to have you in the building, homeboy. Hope to see you at work tonight because I'm on my way in after this. You already know. Straight back to the station. Ooh, I had to get a little bit of water. There we go. Yeah, man. Yeah, now we cooking with fish grease, baby. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is hot as a camel's ass outside, man. It is literally, according to my watch, 110 degrees outside right now in the city of Las Vegas. So if you don't know what 110-degree weather feel like, it ain't like humidity. It's not like being in the South where you humidity and your skin feel like it's melting off of you or nothing like that. Nah. That's not the situation. What the situation is when the sun just lean on your shoulder and be like, where we going, dog? I'm coming with you. Everywhere you go, I'm going. So that's what the situation is with the heat coming on out here in Las Vegas. Yeah. Oh, y'all headed to Palm Springs tomorrow, Mrs. Contreras? It's hotter there than it is here. So just want to let y'all know that. So if you in some parts of Death Valley, California, or Palm Springs and stuff like that, you're going to be burnt like I'm up to. Stay inside because the pool will feel like a jacuzzi. Anybody that I know that's out here that's got a pool in their backyard, a lot of people got heated pools for the winter time and stuff like that because it does get cold out here. But in the summertime, you don't need no heated pool. All you got to do is just keep it uncovered. And then when that sun beam on it all day, you're going to hop in that hot dog water and go ahead and melt. No, we be swimming at some of the apartment pools. We'll go visit one of the homies or something like that and swim at the apartment pools. There's something about there. It's like they got ice cubes in their pool or something. So I don't know. Whatever it is the departments be doing is way different than what people be doing at the house. So shout out to Randy. Shout out to Ricky. All my homies out here. Shout out to Pam pool be cold as hell too. So Pam pool be cold as hell. I don't know what she doing. Mr. Morris over there putting something in that water. Right. That's the worst. Or hey, your pool out of commission, and they need to take something off. They need to take something off the mortgage, off the rent, off of something. If your pool ain't working and it's not your fault, then damn it, they need to take something off them bills. Yes, because when it be hot, it's hot, and that's how we do it out here. But I want to say, while I got y'all on here, some of the people that know, rest in peace to the homeboy Sergio Swain, passed away yesterday. One of TSU legends, man. Rest in peace, my cousin Tuffy Bibbs, another family legend. So, love up on your people, man. When you round them, you got them near you, love up on them, hug up on them, tell them you love them and stuff like that, because you never know when the last time you get a chance to do that. But excuse me. Oh, there we go. Now, we talking now. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The bill's too high for the temperatures to be not working the way they're supposed to do. Like if my AC went out, somebody gonna owe us some money. Somebody gonna owe us some money. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure my pit bull of a lawyer, aka my wife, will make sure that they're gonna give us something off something if something don't work around here, Jack. You know how that is. Hey, Berkshire Hathaway. Let me holler at you. But what up, Dakarai? What's going on with your homeboy? Good to have you in the building, baby. But you know what it is? It's Wednesday, baby. So it's hump day. It's time to holla at the homie, regardless whether I'm in studio or I'm over here in the man cave. Either way, it works for me, y'all, because I appreciate all of y'all for tuning in and tapping in with me, because y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're right here with me, you dig? So much appreciated to everybody who is tuned in and tapped in with the homie today. Always got to let it be known, like you at the place where you find out information about how you can handle situations. Again, I always like to give my disclaimer. I've never been to school for, nor have I ever gotten a certificate or paid any tuition for. Tennessee State, I took some psychology classes, but I did not follow the entire curriculum. So it's not like I'm a trained psychologist, trained psychiatrist, anything like that. But what I have done is I've lived a colorful life. As you see, I like to wear a lot of different colors, a lot of different hats, done all those things in my life. And I've been able to sponge up some game for some other people and squeeze out the information back on you, living vicariously through their situations as well. Because I'm observant. I tell people I'm not nosy. I just want to know. So when it's time to know something, I'm just in the game just to figure out what it is that needs to be known. So in case that information is needed later on for myself or somebody else for it to be beneficial, and we make it happen like it need to happen, Captain. That being said, let's get down to it, right? So I got a letter from a guy today. What up, Al Rich up in this bitch? Superman of the car biz. If y'all down there in the Nashville area, make sure y'all go visit Cool Springs Toyota. Holla at Superman. Tell him Superman. Tell him the bus. Because he's still like Jerome Bettis, just with shorter hair. Tell them one of them people sent you, and they'll make sure he'll get you to A Rich. Any of those three names, they'll get you taken care of with a car down there at Toyota Cool Springs, down there in the Nashville area. Since we speaking of Tennessee State and stuff like that. But got a letter from a guy today, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all been in a situation similar to this one. I don't think everybody's been immune to having feelings for someone and not being able to follow through and let those feelings be known. Or maybe you've been in a situation with somebody and maybe it was more along the line more along the lines of you didn't want to feel like a creep or something like that. You just went ahead and rocked the way you rocked, right? So with that being said, I'm talking to y'all a little bit about, I'm gonna read the letter for y'all today. What's up, Cue the Music? What's going on with you, bro? Salute. I just talked about the homegirl Pam just a second ago too, and you pop on. Always good to have my folks in the building. But I got a question, and that's what the letter says. I have a question for you, homie. It's been resting on my mind for a few days. Now, let me start by saying that I've been hanging out and crushing on my neighbor for a little over a year now. Ever since I moved in our building, she has been nothing but nice to me. We actually hit it off the day I was moving in. She and her co-worker were hanging out on her balcony, and me and a couple of my friends were moving in my belongings. They spoke, and we spoke back. We joked a little bit, asking them to help us out. We can use some quote-unquote real muscle on the job. Now, once we finished moving everything in, the fellas and I were kind of dragging back to the truck when the ladies offered us some Gatorade. Now, this seemed to be sort of surprising with the state of the world today, but coupled with the fact that I had only known these women for all of 15 minutes. But of course, us guys, being who we are, flirtatious and ourselves, we graciously accepted. Trying to play it cool and not be the new creepy guy in the building, I chose not to hit on her, even though I thought she was absolutely gorgeous. Now, in my mind, I thought she was kind of feeling me too, because of the way she would smile and make little jokes toward us being new neighbors. She said, now, just because I offered you Gatorade doesn't mean you can come up here and try to borrow any of my sugar. To which I replied, that depends on how sweet your sugar is. And I tried to catch myself, and I apologized if I came off too forward, but she just laughed it off and gave me more sarcasm and a girly, shy smile. Now, this turned out to be the first of many of our hangout sessions between us. Now, this doesn't always include her coworkers or my friends. Now, it's obvious that I'm feeling her, but I chose to move slower than I normally do when it comes to women. Fast forward to where we are today. We're as cool as hell, and we really enjoy each other's company, both being around the complex and occasionally at the bar across the street from our building that has a reverse happy hour. Now, I've never asked her out on a date or even orally expressed to her how I feel. I don't know whether it's because I don't want to mess things up what we have now, or whether I don't believe that she feels me in the same way. All I know is that one of the same friends who helped me move in asked her out on a date, and she said yes. Now, I'm not sure how to feel about this, especially since he knew that I was crushing on her. Now, I thought it was kind of strange when he asked me a couple of weeks ago if she and I ever hooked up, which I said no, and his only response was, okay, cool. And that was it. Now they're going out this weekend, and I don't know how to feel about that. So my question for you, homie, is, do I have the right to get upset with either my friend or her when I'm sure they both knew how I felt? Sincerely, ain't no fun when the homie about to get some. I like that name, first of all. What's going on, Miss Johnson? What's going on, Sterling Armstrong? Who out there? What's up, Connie Mitchell? What's happening with all y'all? Appreciate y'all being in the building tonight. Ain't no fun when the homie getting some. I'm just gonna call you ain't no fun. Because I ain't gonna say when the homie gets some, because that's hatred. That's hatred when you sit there and say, well, you ain't no fun, the homie gets some. The songs ain't no fun, the homies can't have none. So what you say, Jorge? Hey, man, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. She was feeling him since the beginning, and he missed the opportunity when they first met. You can't blame the guy for clutching up when he didn't follow up. Woo! You dropped the bar right there, Jorge. You dropped the bar right there, because you do miss 100% of the shots that you do not take. So let it be known to all my people out there, you ain't gonna make it if you don't shoot it. So that's my first part statement, right? So again, I always like to be angels and devil's advocate. I sit on both shoulders. What you say? If my man's eat, then he just the man. That's it. That's 100% true. If he eating, I mean, he getting at what he want to get at. He asked you though, and that's my whole thing. He did ask you. Like, we're gonna get into how to navigate through it all, but he did ask you, like, hey, did you ever hook up? And you like, nah. And you probably said, like, no, I ain't never hooked up with her. You probably said something different. You ain't give me all of what you said. I know guys. You know what I mean? You say pop a bag of popcorn and watch TV at your house. You can't be mad because you didn't say anything. That's true. What's up, McFadden? Good to have you in the building, my lady. But yeah, that's the truth though. You cannot be upset when you didn't pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying? I got a poem that start off like that. It says, there's a reason why people listen to you but don't follow you. Because you like a good jump shot. You get up and take aim, but you have no follow through. And I was talking to myself on that one in regards to other stuff. This right here is a situation where you just didn't pull the trigger. Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. I'm just saying, that's just how the ball bounces sometimes. Would you say, Jorge? She says, the women, what would you say? Oh, see, even the women know that, you got to take your chances. Exactly. What you say, missed opportunity, buddy. Mrs. Contreras said missed opportunity. And that's the thing. You got to understand, bro. Slippers count. In dice, in life, slippers count. When you slip up and you mess up and you don't pull the trigger, then that's going to count for something, right? That's going to be, that's your mistake. But again, we're going to go at it at an angel's advocate, devil's advocate way about it, right? Because, I got to tell him how he could have handled it differently and how he can handle it now, because I saw him log on. So I know he on the feed. So ain't no fun is what we're going to call you today, right? So got a couple notes I wrote down here for you. So first of all, I want you to understand one thing, my brother. I want you to understand, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate you for giving me the opportunity to break this down for you, because again, I'm sure all of us have been in a situation similar to this, or we've been a part of a situation similar to this. Either we've been the one who we wanted somebody to holler at us. We've been the one who waited too long to holler at somebody. We've been the one to either say like, hey, let me get at her because you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing, dog. You ain't what you sit on the sideline for? I've been all of them. I ain't gonna lie. I've been the one who waited too long. I've been the one who was hoping that somebody would say, hey, because I ain't want to step on no toes. And I've been the one who was like, hey, man, check this out, bro. If you ain't going, what I'm talking about. If you're not going to say nothing, let your boy holler. Let her holler at your homie. Would you say, because now the homie is going in on the date, and now it's too late. Exactly. I like that. Dropping bars, Mrs. Contreras. Mrs. Contreras said now the homie going on the date is too late. Exactly. Unless she's gonna hop around, and that make a difference. And then again, you got to think of it like this. You may have dodged a bullet here. You may have dodged a bullet. And yeah, you can't wait a year to make a move. Like, you may have dodged a bullet though, because I've also been in a situation where I dated a neighbor. Like, oh man, somebody who lived in my building. And like, well, actually it was two of them, but one of them didn't work out, and then I started dating another one, and that didn't work out. So that made it even worse on me. So it's like, sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for, right? You can't just be out there messing with your neighbor unless y'all go on downsize and making one crib and, you know, make that money together. That's a whole nother situation. But like, if y'all still gonna be paying two different rents on two different floors, then if you don't work out between y'all, then now you're gonna be watching every dude that come to her crib. Or if it don't work out between y'all, she's gonna be watching every female that come to your crib. So you may have dodged a bully like on this one. You know, it's a tricky situation. You know what I mean? And that you say can't shit where you eat. That's true, but and you also don't want to shit where you lay. Sometimes you don't want to shit where you lay either. You don't want to poop where you laying at, because that's gonna put you in a world of trouble. You know what I mean? Like, so like I got a few points for you, right? You know, first, like we always said, like they said, like the peanut gallery say, you know, don't shit where you sleep. The peanut gallery said you can't wait a year to pull the trigger. Like they said all of that. Like the peanut gallery said all of that, right? I put this on do not disturb because my mama just tried to call me. Forgot how that worked. You know, old people not knowing how to do their phones and stuff. But you know, so like you got to understand, ain't no fun. Like if you in the situation where you waiting around, then you got to think about it like she looking at you like, come on, she licking her chops, bro. She gave you the end. She said that don't be coming here trying to borrow none of my sugar. From day one, she was feeling you. So from day one, she was feeling you, and you didn't say anything. A year, bro. Like you say almost a year. So almost a year could be 9 months. Almost a year could be 10 months, 11 months. It could be 6 months in a day. It's closer to a year than not a year. You know what I mean? So whatever the situation is, you waiting so long means that she's sitting there like, hey man, like tick tock, bro. Tick tock. And you know what I mean? So like you can't be mad at your friend. Like, so first things first, like you know, now I know y'all shared laughs and y'all done hung out, but you really have essentially what you say, Jorge, 1 month is too long. If she's sending the signal, if the pheromones is in the air, 1 month might be too long for you. I'm not even gonna lie. 1 month may be a little longer than what you really, really, really want to be waiting. You know, so you got to look at it like that. You know, you say she obviously thought he wasn't interested, and that's the truth. See, that's coming from a female. Ain't no fun. I know you see it on the stream right there because she even said, "What's up, Vibrant Brit? What's up, Mr. Kevin? Salute to have y'all in the building." Like a female said that the woman probably thought that you weren't interested, bro. So if she's thinking you're not interested, then she has no choice but to move on. Women may be forward, but they not all of them are that aggressive to be like, hey man, you gonna holler or not? Everybody not gonna say that. Everybody not gonna get at you. So if that's what you used to, you used to women like hollering at you, bruh, it's 2024. You better get out of that mix. Exactly. Mrs. Contreras says she's on to the next. The women are speaking. The women are telling. The women will let you know. You know, so like you, in my opinion, what you really did was you put yourself, what's up, Sassy Fries? You put yourself in the friend zone, dog. Yep, Mr. Kevin said you snooze, you lose. McFadden said, period. You put yourself in the friend zone. Like, you like damn near her bestie. Y'all go to happy hour together. That's what she do with her girls. Y'all chill around the complex together. She hang around with her girls. She was with her girls when you met her. You one of her girls. You her homeboy. You her homeboy with an eye. What's a homeboy? That's what you've essentially put yourself in the friend zone by not, inching closer. Yeah, exactly. That's a different place to be, Jorge. When you put yourself, what up, K Solo, in this when you put yourself in the friend zone, that's when you really in trouble. So that's what you got to look at, like, damn, I did do that, didn't I? Because if all the things you doing are friendly, you her homeboy with an eye. You her homie, man. You might as well be telling her who to hook up with and who not to hook up with. You her big bro now, or lump bro, whatever your age difference is. You know, she might be calling you twin, whatever. You know, like I don't know what the situation is because you put yourself in the friend zone, bro. Right? You a homegirl. You a homegirl. You should have. What you say? Exactly, McFadden. She gave him the end to say, ask for some sugar. He said his little remark, like, depending on how sweet your sugar is. He probably was waiting on her to say something back. You know, he wanted them. Well, the girls get me. They gonna come get me. Not everybody, dog. Somebody will throw that bait out there for you. And if you don't bite, it's plenty of fish. It's a whole app called Plenty of Fish. It's plenty of fish in the sea. It said first day she made her sugar comment, he should have said something. Exactly. That's what she should have done. You'd have jumped right on it. You say you're not sure what the topic is, but if you don't set it straight from the jump, you will become the homie. You will. The topic is a dude wrong for not pulling the trigger on his neighbor that was feeling him too, and now he mad because his friend going out on a date with her. You say the only time that works is when the homegirl puts you on the other homegirl. Exactly, Mr. Kevin. Now, if it was a hookup situation where your homegirl put you on another homegirl, then it's all fair. It's all fair game because everybody done talked about everybody now. Everybody said, "Hey, this is my friend. I think y'all hit it off," and she probably told her, "Hey, this is my homegirl. I think y'all hit it off." Then that works in that way where they come get you. You say, but maybe she was never interested, just a flirtatious woman. That's another take on it, Mrs. Contreras, because he put that in his letter. He said he didn't want to pull the trigger because he didn't know if she felt the same way. Even flirty women like to be paid attention to. That's the truth too, Jorge. What you say? K Seller, we missed his chance. That's 1,000% on him, 1,000,000% on him. And that's true too. Flirty women don't like getting denied, Jorge. They don't, because right now, what you did was you allowed her to flirt with you. Ain't no fun. And you didn't even, she threw you the alley-oop and you threw the ball back down like a rebound. You rebounded the alley-oop and gave it back to her. You gave it back to her. What's up, Billy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in this bitch. You know what I mean? You gave her the rebound instead of slamming it in. What'd you say, Ms. Contreras? Oh, they do, but he obviously was put in the friend zone. Yeah, she's obviously dating. Is she going out there with your friend? Yeah, she dating. She dating. You know she dating. She going out with your homie. And your homie, he played it right, in my opinion. I ain't gonna lie. He checked the temperature first. You know what I mean? He checked the temperature, right? You know what I mean? Like, so you put yourself in the friend zone, and he feel like you in the friend zone, and they probably done seen each other and exchanged some what's ups when he came to see you. You know what I mean? He might, I'm sure this ain't the last time he came up to your house was to help you move in. If this your homie like that, if he approached you and said, hey, are y'all kicking it? Have y'all hooked up? He just want to know if you smashed. He just want to know if you smashed. If you liked her, you kissed her, he's still okay with that. He's still all right with that. Like you can slap tongue all you want to, but as long as you ain't hit them cheeks, he was just checking. He was like, hey, if y'all hooked up, like, hey, I'm just checking. I'm asking for a friend, your friend, which is me. You know what I mean? You say, yeah, that's fine. That's the true real homie. He real with that. You know what I mean? But to address that, like, he knew that y'all didn't hook up. Yeah, you say because you put in your letter, you're pretty sure they knew how you felt. If you ain't say nothing, nobody know how you feel. That's why I put on the teaser this morning, hashtag closed mouth don't get fed, but an open zipper get head. Hey, ask somebody. You know what I mean? So that's what you got to look at it as. Closed mouth don't get fed. So your homie, he spoke up. So he like, hey, what's up? His mouth wasn't closed. You know what I mean? And exactly, Jorge, he asked, so if you smash, he don't do, it's not anyone's opportunity. Like, it's not a crazy thing. You know what I mean? Exactly, Monica Prim, closed mouth don't get fed. Closed mouth don't get fed. So if you didn't speak up to this man and say like, hey, no, we didn't hook up, but man, dog, I'm gonna pull that trigger soon. He probably would have gave you some friendly advice, like, hey, low key, man, we've been flirting a little bit, or like, hey, I know she wants you, she own you. Say something to her. You got to get up, get out, and get something. You know what I mean? You can't let the days of the life pass by. You can't spend all your days just waving high. You can't just wave high all the time. Hey, homegirl. You might as well. Okay. You know what I mean? That don't make sense to me. But again, now your homie did ask. So he put himself in a situation where he was able to to figure out what y'all were doing. Yeah, so he fumbled the opportunity with her. That's true, McFadden. And now you're going to have to sit back and watch your friend really get along with your neighbor. Don't be surprised if in 6 months he moving in your building. Unless, he may, I take that back. I ain't going to dog. I can't talk about your friend. He may have his own house. Don't be mad in 6 months if she don't move out and move in with him somewhere. Or you wake up in the next 2 months and you go outside to get your mail and he outside on the porch smoking an L. What you say? Dude sounds like he's in his feelings and entitled to some sugar. All wrong. It's all wrong. You ain't entitled to nothing. You ain't entitled to no sugar. She gave you an opportunity to get some of that sugar, dog, and you chose not to get it. I think it's best that they keep it friends anyway, because if it don't work out, then that's an awkward passing. Hell yeah. When you mess around with your neighbor and it ain't good, it don't work out, or it is good and they want more and you just wanted to smash, then it's gonna be awkward. What's up, Twana T? You know what I mean? Exactly. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So now you're gonna sit there and watch the homie at the free throw line, getting it in high percentage. What'd you say, Monica Prim? We too grown to play games. Tell me what you're interested. Be a man. See, the women are speaking. Ain't no fun. Ain't no fun when the homie about to get some. That's your name, because that's kind of a hater name to me. Ain't no fun when the homie getting some. Wow, it is fun. It's funny to me because you missed out. You missed out, bruh. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like, if y'all had hooked up and then he still got at her, then that'd be a different scenario, different situation. Or if you had expressed to him at that moment that you really, really, really wanted to get with her, but you just haven't yet. What's up, Pammy? You just haven't yet. Then that means you fumbled, dog. You fumbled. The women are telling you, the other homies in the chat are telling you, like, you took too long. Study long, you study wrong. If it applies in dominoes, it applies in getting those. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about it, man. And like Monica Prim said, we too grown to play games. Tell me what you want. Hey, they got a whole little Drew Hill dance off of tell me what you need. She said, be a man. Just be a man about it. She hit you with 2 songs in one verse, in one message. Monica Prim said, tell me what you want and just be a man about it. And we're not dogging you. We're not dogging you, nothing like that. You know what I mean? What you say, to the champion goes the spoiled. Yeah, yes, that's the thing. If you seek something, you'll never get to the finish line if you don't take off out the blocks. If the gun shoots and you don't take off out the blocks, you ain't never going to get to the finish line. Never. So you cannot be upset with your friend. Now, you could ask him, on one hand, technically, he didn't break any bro code. Excuse me, he didn't break any bro code, in my opinion. And I'm strict on the bro code, like strict on it. Strict on it. I'll be the most minor infraction. I'm like, nah, that ain't what the homies do. That ain't what the homies do. That ain't what the brothers do. He didn't break any of those bro code because you never staked any claim or expressed how you really felt about your neighbor, dog. Like, yeah, you can joke. We can sit there and say somebody fine as hell all day long. But if we don't pull the trigger on them, I can sit there and be like, man, Regina Hall, fine as hell. Like, Tika something, fine as hell. But if I see him and don't pull the trigger, all it is just a fine ass woman in your head. Even to the homies. If the homies see me and be like, hey, you starring across from Regina Hall, you gonna spit? You gonna say what's up? I'm like, nah, man, I ain't say nothing. But then they see her all set and we out having drinks and they get at her and she all feeling them. I can't be upset at that because I ain't pulled the trigger on Regina. So, but if you sitting back saying how fine somebody is and you're not doing anything about it, or how much you feeling somebody and you're not doing anything about it, then it's just you internalizing that. You can't leave it inside. You can't leave that. How you gonna score on the bench? It don't work, man. You put yourself on the bench. You put yourself in friend zone. So, like, again, y'all bro and sis now. You can call her sis. Oh, don't do it too hard. Be like, hey, sis, that's a little too hard. What's up, Denver Brigham? You know what I mean? So tell me what you think about this, Den, because you always got a hell of an opinion. Is this dude wrong for not pulling the trigger? Is he wrong for being upset with his friend for getting at his neighbor who he was crushing on, and he didn't pull the trigger. If you don't pull the trigger, how you gonna bust a shot? You sit there just shaking. I like you. You go like, pow, what's up? Pow, shoot your shot. Exactly, in his feelings. He can't be upset. You can't be upset, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, yes, besides the fact he didn't break any bro code, on the other hand, he knew you were crushing on her, so it may make it a little more sensitive, but the fact that he said, he asked you, did y'all hook up? That was him identifying the fact, like, look, I know my homie is feeling this gal. He feeling this chick. So let me check his temperature. Like, hey, bro, what's up, man? What's up with you and we'll just call her Tia. What's up with you and Tia? You and Tia hook up yet? And he be like, nah, man, we ain't hooked up. But then it's a period right there. No comma and you say slow feet don't eat. That's right, then. Slow feet don't eat. That's like the animal kingdom. If you see a hyena going to get on a wildebeest, I don't care how much big you is, lion. Slow feet don't eat, dog. I like that one, Dan. What'd you say, Miss Contreras? At least he knows he's got a cool friend. That's what I look at it. Take that as a caveat. Take that as a note to self. Like, hey, man, my homie's true. The homie true, because he did at least say, hey, dog, what's up? You know, and again, that was him acknowledging the fact that he knew you were crushing on her. So that right there eliminates the breakage of bro code. Cuts it completely all the way out. You know? Now, how to feel about this? That's kind of on how you take what we saying here to you. Like, again, the women are telling you, the women are speaking loud and clear online. They let it be known. Closed mouth don't get fed. Be a man. Tell me what you want. Speak up. You waited too long. Exactly. I know my friends. Exactly. Your friends gonna, you know, who your friends are. Because right now, they friends. Right now, his name on the letters ain't no fun when the homie getting some. Ain't no fun is friends with his neighbor now. He her homie. He her homie. They go to a happy hour together. You know what I'm saying? They go to happy hour together. They kind of like, you know, hang out around the complex together. You know what I mean? But like, Jorge said, I hope you read his comment. He said, no, sorry, homie, you didn't get to hit. He was like, no, jokes aside, because it sounds like, you know, Jorge is sympathetic with you. He feeling like, damn, man, like you missed it. But Jorge also the first one that said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. First thing he said when he came on there. You know what I mean? Exactly. There's plenty of fish in the sea, and this is going to be an opportunity, a learning opportunity. That's why I say when it comes down to how you feel about this, you should feel about how much have you taken from this to know how to move the next time. Because again, like I said it, Miss Contreras said it on here as well. You may have dodged a bullet by not hooking up with your neighbor because of the fact that, you know, again, if things didn't work out or things didn't or weren't good, like, you know what I mean? Like she's going to be looking at you like, oh, man. And then every day you're going to be avoiding her. You're going to be looking out your window to make sure she ain't checking her mail at the same time. It's going to be too much. You know, you're going to be looking for her car when you pull into the parking lot. Like, man, I hope she ain't sitting on this balcony that I got to walk by to get to my apartment. So, again, you may have dodged a bullet. Ain't no fun. You know? Yes, and I was just about to get into that, Miss Contreras. Now, you still may be in a pickle because Mr. Contreras said, don't be surprised if you become the shoulder that she needs to cry on because you know your friend, too. You know your homeboy. So you may be like, damn, he about to, you know, and it may not work out for them. And now she got to come to you like, man, what's up with Charles? And you got to be like, man, Charles, you know, Charles being Charles. You know, Charles is Charles, he good. We shot pool the other day. You know, whatever you going to say, like, you know, we played golf last weekend, whatever the case. But she may need you to lean to after going out with your friend. But then again, your friend may be a whack-ass date. Or they may get on a date and realize they may decide not to go any further. So, you know, the homie may not hit it either. Because that'd be the biggest thing. Like, you'd be like, ooh, I missed out on that. Ooh. Because only thing better than meow is new. Meow. Fact. So, the thing about it is, you thinking like, man, I missed out. But you really might not have missed out. You may have, you know, you may have elevated yourself in her eyes. Because now, again, the best position to be, when you got a fine ass homegirl, she got plenty of more fine ass homegirls. Man, listen, some of my homegirls be like, look, Will, don't come up. You're not none of my friends. Stop trying to all my friends. And I'll be like, I ain't doing nothing. I'm just over here kicking it. We chilling. You know? We say, and then it's too late for him, and then he doesn't work out. Exactly. What's going on, Miss 1002? You know what I mean? So, like, my homegirls used to get mad at me because I was a predator on their friends. On their friend. Now you know, like, but you ain't gonna be able to get with that coworker because the coworker know the one that was over at the crib. But then again, you may. Exactly. Congratulate. Don't play a hate. That's the truth. You got to say it. Salute. You know. But now you may be able to get with the friend that was a coworker. Maybe she wasn't cute. Maybe she was. I don't know. Whatever the case may be. Maybe she wasn't your speed. But you got with you chose to choose the neighbor first, or maybe the neighbor was more flirtatious with you. I don't know. I don't know what happened, how it went down, why you chose the neighbor, because you said it was her and a coworker when the first meeting. So if it was two of them, you had a choice then. You got 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other at that moment. So with that being said, why did you choose that? Or is the neighbor an option? I mean, is the coworker an option? Even furthermore, she may got cousins. She may got homegirls that's coming in out of town. She may got sorority sisters that you ain't never met. Like, it's a bunch of scenarios where this may work out in your favor in the major way. Because if you think about it, if y'all live in the same building and y'all go out and all kick it, you know what I mean? Like, you may be the designated driver, or y'all may all catch an Uber back to the crib, and her homegirls may be coming back to her crib, but end up walking upstairs to yours. It's a lot of ways to look at this. Be an optimist. This is a glass half full situation, not half empty. Your homie and the girl ain't taking nothing from you. They're actually saving you, in my opinion. You know, it's again, IMO. You know, again, you're entitled to feel how you feel. You know, you're entitled to feel how you feel. But at the same time, take it with a grain of salt. Like, look at it like, dang, 360 man says something right there. Or dang, that Mrs. Contreras, she may be right. Or dang, that McFadden, I get her. Or that Mr. Kevin, man, be like, oh, dang, Jorge may be, maybe he may be cool. Let me hit him up, and maybe we can go get some hams. I don't even know if, but actually you don't even live here, because I looked at your profile. You don't even live out here in Vegas. Jorge do, though. But, you got to look at it in a lot of different, yes, Denver. Yeah, can't win them all. Chin up, champ. Lift your chin, shut your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. Be ready for the next one. Take that chin check. You learn, you live, you learn. Now, if it hurts your feelings, then that's the only pain you should be able to experience through this. You may have gotten away with a big one here. Yeah, we tearing these streets out. Let's go. You know what I mean? It's like this, though. Like, what you gonna do next, though? The question is asked now. If we talked about, like, okay, yes, you got a friend. I mean, you can't be mad at your friend because he didn't break any bro code. We also talked about how you can put yourself into the friend zone. You know what I mean? So, and there it is. Jorge said there's plenty of cake to taste. Don't get stuck on one slice. That's another tip for you. You know what I mean? We talked about how you may put yourself in the friend zone, that the brother didn't break any bro code. It's okay to feel how you feel, but take it with a grain of salt. But now we talk about what to do next. What do you do when now I've gotten beyond the fact that, all right, my feelings hurt. I'm in my feelings. It's more fish in the sea. All the proverbs that people tell you and stuff like that, all the sayings that people spit. Now you got to ask yourself, like, what do I do next? Do I holler at my homeboy and let him know, like, what was going through my brain? Exactly. She might have a friend that's a good fit for it. Look, the women are speaking here. Read the text. It's in the text. Now you got to ask. Yeah, that's one thing you do. Yeah, that's one thing you do next. Yeah. Okay. I like that take, Mrs. Contreras. She said, keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? And wish them luck. And that is what'd you say? He not from the Midwest? He not. He not from the Midwest. He actually a down south cat. He a down south cat. That's what cracked me up and said ain't no fun when the homies getting some. But he a down south cat. Oh, but he actually, no, hold on. Yeah, he a down south cat. Uh-huh. I guess you consider that state down south. But like the thing you got to look at is like this. You know, what to do next and things like that, right? So assess the situation. I would say holler at your homeboy, right? Let him know, like, hey, bro, just to let you know, like, best wishes for y'all. But I was feeling her still, but I realized the error in my ways. Like, I should have spoken up. I should have done more to make it more official. Would you say he sounded real tender? Yeah, he is sounding more tender than that. But and that's because when you get pulverized, it's called tenderizing you. So his feelings are hurt right now, But like tell the homie, like, look, man, I was feeling her, but I messed up. I slipped up. I ain't say nothing, but hats off to you. Wish you the best. That would be my take on it, to speak to him about that, but talk to him about like, but if you feel like, I hope you don't feel like you were violated anymore after having this conversation with all of us on here. But even if you do still any violation, don't come at him in a confrontational mode. Again, communication. I say it every episode, it's a two-way street. And on one side of it, you talking, you communicating, you saying what you got to say. On the other side, you STFUing. And you quiet, you listening, you absorbing what the other person has to say about it. And there's no need to come head on to collide on a two-way street, being confrontational. You can go by fast as you want to. Hey, let me tell you how I was feeling. And they can cruise by slow. Well, let me tell you what I was thinking about it. And even if they taking a long time, you take it in because they're on their side of the street. So with that being said, talk to him in a way that's non-confrontational, but also a way to let him know, like, I appreciate you for at least coming at me and saying, hey, bro, were we hooking up? Or, that was respect. Salute. Yeah, exactly. You got to stay cool as a cucumber. You got to stay cool as a cucumber. Because if not, then it's going to show your insecurities in the situation, which may lead to different feelings about how you feel about it. Because if you come off insecure to your homeboy and he say something weird, or he say something like, man, shut up, but you acting all soft, about it, then you're going to be even further and deeper in your feelings. Ain't no woman worth losing no homie over. You know what I mean? Like, especially like if the woman didn't come between y'all, you don't want to lose your friends over anybody, What's going on, J. Edwards? What's up, cousin? So that's another question you got to ask. You got to assess your feelings after that. Like, ask yourself why you never told her how you feel. You told me a couple of reasons where you feel like, maybe I don't think she felt me that way, or I don't want to mess up what we got going. Those are reasons to say, like, if you say you don't want to mess up what y'all got going, you good at being her friend. You cool with being her friend. So again, you put yourself in the friend zone. Or if you feel like she don't feel you the same way, then again, you're cool with being her homie, being around her, because you continue, according to your letter, you continue to spend time with her. Exactly. There was something holding him back, Mrs. Contreras. It is. And that's why I say you got to assess his feelings. Exactly. McFadden said the same thing. Must be a reason you waited that long. So, like, you got to see how you feel. Like, was it your fear of rejection, or was it you not wanting to mess with the friendship? Understand that you move forward, whether you're expressing your feelings or moving on. So you got to move forward. You can't stay stuck in this spot. Whatever the reason was that stopped you from saying anything, that could have been the universe saying, hey, chill out, be easy, breathe. You don't have to say nothing to her. She's not for you. If you pray, you may have prayed, to the Creator, like, keep people out of my life that ain't meant for me to be in the way for me to grow. She may not have been a growth pattern for you. So you got to assess how you feel. Exactly. Trust your gut and feel it like what's a good option. Then don't go back on your own feelings. That's a good option right there. He said, get out your feelings. That's the issue. The film in him is his crush, is his crutch. Ooh, the film in him. See? And again, we all got fem and dom in us. We all got feminine traits to us. We all got masculine traits to us. It depends on which levels are higher. In certain situations. Certain situations bring up certain emotions and feelings and personalities, or structure of personality. So the thing you got to ask yourself now, after you assess your feelings, maybe, do you want to tell her? Then you got to put that on the Libra. Do I tell her? Do I not tell her? It does. The film does take over when you overthink sometimes. And that's part of it. That's part of it, Jorge. Like that's what we tap it. We tap into our more such and such sides when we're doing things where those sides are more dominant in our lives. You know, if you grew up with all women like myself, when I'm maneuvering around women, I move a different way than I do when I'm with my homies. You know? But then I had to learn that when I'm talking to my homies, I don't talk to them the same way I talk to the women in my life. You see what I'm saying? Like I talk to men like men. You know, I talk to women with respect the man would talk to a woman with, you know, because again, I grew up with them. It's a different way. The film comes out, you know, the feminine side of me comes out when I'm speaking to the women because I want to make sure I stay within the palette in which they can understand where I'm coming from. I don't want to just mansplain everything to them. Yeah, that's another one. Charge up to the game and move on. You know? That's another thing. So you got to understand that to you, you know, after you assess your feelings, do you want to talk to her? Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to be like, damn, she knew her. I don't want to, again, you talking to her may mess up. you talking to her may mess things up. What's up, Andrew Hunt? What's going on, homie? Long time no see, partner. But now after that, you gotta, the main thing I would say is respect the choices that they making. Just because you didn't decide to follow through on what your thoughts were, that was your choice. So they respected your choice. Your homie respected it by asking you. The homegirl respected it by continuing to kick it with you, but still be, you know, still like, you know, whatever, not saying nothing about it. Like, what's up with you? Why you ain't saying nothing to me? Why you ain't pull up on my bumper? Anything. She didn't press you, you know, so they respected your choice. So now it's up to you to respect theirs, you know, because ultimately, you decided to pursue this relationship from a friend's perspective. Overall, in its totality, you decided to be a friend to her, and there's nothing wrong with that. That y'all may end up being the best friends on the planet ever, you know. But at the same time, you got to respect her choice for saying yes to your homeboy, and you got to respect his choice for at least hollering at you beforehand, and then going to holler at her anyway. Because y'all saw her at the same time. You just happen to live in the same building with her, so you have extra access. You said tell dude to cut back on the soy and estrogen overflow. That's why I ate sushi raw, no sauce. Just I put wasabi on my. No, I'm just playing. I still dip it in the soy sauce. But you know, that's the truth though. Like you got to understand, like, where to go from this and how to move beyond this. Exactly. We all been there. We all been in a situation. That's what I said at the beginning of this conversation. We all been in a situation where we've either been waiting on something that didn't manifest. We've either pursued something that didn't want us, or we've been in a situation where we, you know, allow somebody else to come in and swoop something away from us. Exactly. Give him that advice. Exactly. Give him the advice that you needed to hear when you went through it. Tell him what you wanted to talk to him about. Like, hey man, just let you know I you know, I respect your choice and I'm okay with y'all doing what y'all do. You know? I'm okay with y'all doing what y'all do. Now I'm not saying I want to come but the blow by blow, but I would want to know. But again, I'm a weirdo like that. You know? You know, but to kind of bring it back to full circle, ain't no fun. Like, it's about communication. It's about understanding people's feelings. It's about realizing whether or not, like, you know how to navigate through your feelings when dealing with someone else. Because things don't always go your way, but you can kind of gear them in a direction to where they don't have to go off track. So with that being said, if you would have utilized your words in the beginning, you probably would never be in this situation. But I still stand firm on the fact that I think you dodged a bullet, bro. I really, really, really do. Because you say, you're right, man, you live and you learn. So spreading the good advice is always helpful. That's the truth. That's the truth. You know, you live and you learn. So if you give somebody else advice, you paying it forward on how their situation don't have to go. You can always, you know, draw back from somebody else's situations. Like like I say when I come on here, I've watched other people and lived vicariously through them and sponged up some game to be able to learn how to maneuver in the world, right? So if, in conclusion, I want you to say, like, constructively learn how to grow and find happiness. And whether you're a neighbor or somebody new, you have to learn to find your happiness. Keep it pushing. Plenty of others out there. See, Mr. Contreras, Jorge, Denver Brigham, they all said, man, keep it put. Just move on. Move on. Big Mr. Kevin said that. K Solo said the same thing. It's 1,000% your fault for not being able to reel this fish in. But there's plenty more of them out there in the water, man. And I think it was a boot. I think you was fishing up a boot, brother. That wasn't even edible fish. Because 9 times out of 9.5 times, when you hook up with your neighbor, it don't work out for the long run. One of y'all gonna end up moving out because it's too much beef. It's too much static. So you got to understand that. Now, again, go back to what I said earlier. Now you got the opportunity. Now you got the opportunity to get at her homegirls. Now you got that opportunity to say, hey, what's happening? What's up, Sassy, to you? You know what I mean? So it's like you got to understand opportunity to say, like, you know what? I'm glad we friends. I'm glad you my homegirl. I appreciate having you around. You're good company. You're nice to look at. So at least people think that I'm in good company. And again, like I said before, birds of a feather flock together. You know what I mean? Like, every group got a not so attractive friend, but not every group only got one attractive friend. That's what you got to realize. There's never a group with only one attractive friend. Never. Never, ever. I start by following her close friends on her Insta. Or hey, know how to get in there. Like, who the people she with the most? Let me follow them. Let me like their pictures a couple more times than I normally would. And which is perfectly fine, because you probably was checking out some of her homegirls anyway. You just didn't want to be too aggressive with them because you want to keep the opportunity okay with her. What'd you say, Jorge? Plus, if you have a pretty friend, other pretty women are going to see that exactly. They want to see what's going on. If you hanging with homegirls and they fine, other people like, well, dang, that's their homeboy, and he's straight. Let me go see what's up with him. Why they want to hang around him so much? That's what you got to look at it as, man. And I'm a firm believer in, you manifest what it is you put out there that you want. If you want somebody that's going to be there for you, you want somebody that's good to you, you want somebody that's fine, you want somebody that's dependable, put that out there. Say it out loud. Like, ooh, man, mine around the corner. And trust and believe, you'll manifest exactly what you're looking for. Now there may be some nuances, some tweaks that you may need to do under the hood, but at least you'll get the make and model that you're looking for. There's always some tweaks to do under the hood. There's always some maintenance to do under the hood. No matter what car you get, whatever. It's car metaphorically, I'm speaking as a partner. No matter what partner you get, there's always some tweaks to be done under the hood. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I want to appreciate y'all always for coming out and checking out Holla at the Homie. Anytime you get a chance to, make sure you send me a letter at hollaatthehomie@gmail.com. That's HOLLAATTHAHOMIE@gmail.com. And I'll make sure I get those answered up for you. And ain't no fun if the homies is getting some. I want to let you know, man, I appreciate all the people that were helping you out. And I hope you followed our advice today and you take that with you. But until next time, people, be good to yourselves and good to each other. I'm 360 the Poet, and I'm out in a minute.